picture it. It's today, and you're looking for a place to drink and go back to a time where life revolved around homework, Capri Suns, and 6 p.m. primetime early 2000s TV. We're your hosts,
Leah.
and Wesley, and welcome to the Nostalgia Saloon.
The first time ever doing the intro. It was
Ah, so
it
exciting.
was a what's it called? A whim. We did it on a whim.
Yeah.
And it worked out perfectly.
Yay.
Yay. What are you drinking,
Ah,
my brother?
I have a blue margarita in honor of our favorite blue octopus. And there is an octopus gummy in here, but it's sunk to the bottom. So, yeah. You will catch photos on my Instagram if you go there.
Yes. Yes. Follow our Instagram, Nostalgia Saloon, but also like follow both of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's great.
We post stuff related to the pod there.
Yes, we do. I am drinking a Mountain Dew, which besides Daisy's stem, I think that's the only green thing in the show.
I think so.
Yeah, but
I
like,
think Henry's eyes are green.
oh, Henry's eyes are green. You're right. Oh, okay,
Right.
great. Um, Today we're going to be talking about a show that I feel like is coming back into the lexicon of childhood TV shows, but also just like Um, so there's this movement I feel like is going on where it's called low stimulation TV shows for kids, and this was definitely we I think we were like the era for low stimulation TV shows.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and I think there's a reason behind it. We'll get into that in a different episode. That's a whole deep dive in itself. But,
Yeah.
but I think this TV show is going to be like the spearhead for the low stimulation revolution, and that show it is Oswald. Um, what are your memories of Oswald?
Ooh. Well, I'm gonna get into this later in my pop culture side, but I there was a moment when I was transitioning from elementary school to middle school where I would like watch Oswald to kind of like calm my anxiety of transitioning to middle school. Cause like not to get into details, but I went to a what was deemed the worst middle school in my district. Like there was always bullying, there was always fights, there was occasional drug use
Hmm.
among students, and that was really tough to experience.
I'm sorry. Okay, go ahead. Anyway, go ahead.
um, but yeah, I would.
We can't get into. Well, I'll ask you about that after
Yeah,
when we're done. We can't air that. We can't.
no. Cut the drug part if you want, but
I'll do my best.
but yeah. Anyway, and I would watch Oswald like in like my middle school age to kind of alleviate my anxiety in the morning before school. Because I was also like super shy in middle school. I didn't have a lot of friends. Um, I was super anxious and anxiety ridden. So like talking to someone was like terrifying to me, especially when everybody was super mean to everyone, like middle schoolers are. Um, and I also rewatched some episodes today, and it's like I almost cried.
Aw.
Enough. I don't know if it was the nostalgia or the like memories associated with that watching it in middle school, but it's just like I felt things rewatching it today. So yeah.
I want to hug you. I mean, I always want to hug you, but like I really now I just
Yeah. I'm hugging the screen
air
from
hugs
over here.
and air hugs to all of you listening. Just air hugs. Um, No, I love that. It's a very relaxing show.
It
My
is.
my sister has always said this was the most boring show I've ever watched,
Mm,
and I can see where she can. If you're looking at it from an adult mind, I can see that. But like from like a kid mind, it's so there's actually a lot. There's something more to the simplicity than like it is actually showing.
right.
Or at least that's being seen upon first glance. My memories, I just remember watching it. It was on the Noggin lineup. I think it was between like Dora and Little Bear, and I watched all three of those shows. Or like, no, I'm wrong. I am totally wrong. It was in between Dora and Franklin, because I remember having to like be like, okay, I have Oswald here and Franklin here, but I have SpongeBob on the other channel. Which one do I want to? Which one do I want to watch more? Especially when it was a new episode of SpongeBob, because we didn't have any new episodes of Oswald, which we'll get into. Um, I had to I had to make some executive decisions. So I just remember like anytime Oswald was on, especially when I was homesick, I was just like, ugh, I just get to watch my favorite shows while I'm packing up a lung.
Yeah.
The other thing, memory wise, that I realized about this show is that I watched a good chunk of it in preparation for this. You know me personally, obviously, but for you all who don't know me at all, I'm a very empathetic person. So, and I didn't realize how much the show probably shaped that.
Mhm.
It's like Oswald is just like he's all about fairness and equality and just like not 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 justice as like we see as justice, but like just social justice of like, hey, this person is telling me that, oh, I need more of this. Well, okay, but like, okay, you okay, and then like that just, I don't know. I'm I'm rambling, but it's just like there's a lot to the show that I think that is impressionable upon kids and can then like shape them without them even knowing it.
Right. I feel like there's a little bit of all of us who've watched Oswald in the character Oswald.
Okay, explain that.
Like like what you said about like this where you maybe have gotten your empathy from. I rewatching it today, I was very like this is very much like me in the workplace, just like trying to get everybody to get along with each other,
Like every yes.
like not fuel the fire.
Mm-hmm.
There's some episodes where there's conflict, and Oswald resolves that in a very calm, collected way.
Yes.
And that feels very like me when there's like an issue at work or there's some coworkers that aren't getting along with each other.
Yeah, no, and I'm a Libra also, so a September Libra, so I have to make that distinction. Um, so like we're very like non confrontational, and I think that that Oswald is a very non confrontational character. It's just like he's very just peace first, calm resolution. Let's find a happy medium where everyone's happy.
Yes.
It can be looked at as a toxic positivity if you
A
look
little bit, yeah.
too, too too deep into it.
Mhm.
But um, but yeah, you're probably for those who are younger than us that do not know what Oswald is. First,
Right.
get an education. I say that nicely.
Let us explain.
Let's explain. This is the education. Um, Oswald was a one season, people, one season children's show with 26 episodes spanning 3 years. And you paused. Oh, there we go. Okay. Um, yeah, Oswald had one season spanning over 3 years with 26 episodes spanning across the three.
I never knew it was 3 years of one season.
I didn't know it was one season. I always thought it was just 3 seasons, one per year.
Right.
It's like eight episodes. That's just what I thought. Yeah. And if follows an anthropomorph anthropomorph anthropomorphic octopus named Oswald, his hot dog shaped dog weenie, his Dalshiund dog weenie, uh, and his friends, a penguin, a, a daisy called Daisy, and the penguin is named Henry. He's the one with the green eyes that we established earlier. And his other friend, Madame Butterfly, who is a working mother, which
Right. A single mom who works two
a
jobs.
single mom who works 2 jobs. She actually does work 2 jobs. Wait,
Wait, does she? I thought she
wait.
was just at the diner.
Just at the dinner. Okay, because I didn't watch all the episodes now, but I did watch a good chunk. But I do kind of remember her owning another store. But like that could just
Okay.
be my memory.
She
That could
could have.
be my memory. Yeah,
There's a lot of people that own a store in
yeah.
this in big city.
That's true. That's true. I a side thing. I remember the Oswald game where you got to like help Madam Butterfly with cooking the food.
I also remember that.
I love that game. Um, yeah, and each episode follows these characters as they learn lessons. One episode was about facing eat your fear. Another one was basically just about like up what's it called upselling, not upselling. It's not recyclable either, but like giving to other people if they need it or if they want it. What's it called?
Um,
It's not trading either because he didn't get anything out of it. Well, he does at the end of it, but okay. Um, basically recycling, but with people. Trading stuff, give or take, give and take, give and take. No, not give and take. That's trading.
I can't think of the word.
It's on the tip of your tongue too, right?
I think.
Okay. It basically, so basically, this one episode, Oswald realizes that he's a hoarder, and so he's taking all his stuff
Oh, I remember this
to the dump.
episode.
Yeah, yeah, to the dump, and
Yeah.
and on the way to the dump, everyone he meets, he sees, it's like, oh, that watch, I really like that. Oh, that blanket, I really like that. And then by the time he gets to the dump, his wagon is empty, and then he fills his stuff again, his wagon again, the stuff from the dump, because Oswald is a hoarder. Um, hoarder. Um, yeah, the show was made basically so preschoolers could have a best friend, which I love that so much.
Yes.
I love it so much because Oswald really did feel like a best friend,
Hmm.
even when you have like so many other cartoon and real life characters that seem like friends. Like we had Steve from Blue's Clues, we had Joe from Blue's Clues, we had Dora and Diego. We had just all these like cartoon and real friends, felt like friends. But something uh, about Oswald just felt like a staple. Yeah,
Yeah. He did. He really did feel like another friend that like wasn't real, but was real to us as children.
Hmm. Hmm. Um, a fun thing that I found out while re, researching is this cast was really random, like super random. So the Wonder Years boy, Fred Savage, he also the brother to Ben Savage from Boy Meets World. Um, he played Oswald, which just sounds so weird, and like he can kind of sing
Yes.
in every episode. There's a song relating to his problem and how he fixes it later, and like he can kind of carry a tune. I didn't realize that
Yeah.
about him. Um, then Debbie Derryberry, I love her name. Who played Jimmy Neutron? Plays the dog Weenie, and also plays Katrina, the baby.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like it's
But also, it's hard to tell because they don't really have dialogue or lines.
right. It's
Like
like
it's just dog noises and baby noises.
it's the exact same thing as Nancy Cartwright, the voice of Bart Simpson, also being Rufus in Compossible. It's like you didn't have to hire her; you could have just had Christy Carlson Romano try her best voice at something and still pay her pay her pay her pay her the SAG rate. But you said no, no. Let's hire another person. Like
Right.
that's so cool, so random, but so cool. Um, and I'm Henry. The Penguin. I think this one is the most random. The most random to me. Um, Henry was played by David Lander, who is most known as Squiggy from Laverne and Shirley, one of the Brooklyn voiced. I think they're neighbors to Laverne and Shirley, and they're kind of like ex gangsters or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like what do you mean? He also, if you guys ever watched any of the Garfield specials, he played John Ar John John Arbuckle's brother, Doc Boy, which I think is insane. Also, he was in Scary Movie, and he played the principal.
Oh.
The principal named Mr. Squigman, which
Hmm.
is a play on his Laverne and Shirley character.
Whoa.
Yeah. I did not get the information for Daisy. Her Wikipedia that doesn't exist. So I hope she's still working. Um, so can you guess what country this aired in before it came to the U.S.?
I want to say Canada.
I know it feels like a Canadian show, but it's not.
Really?
I know, right?
It feels so Canadian.
Right. It's not. It's not. It's not Canada.
Is it um You said outside the US.
Right.
Okay. Um, India?
No.
Alaska.
That's a part of the US.
Oh, it is.
Technically, it's a part of Canada, but that's a different podcast and a different
Yeah.
rant of mine. That's a pet peeve. But
So not Alaska because that's US.
mhm.
To based on my newfound knowledge.
Based on based on a colonialism, but
Yes.
that's a different podcast.
Another cast. Um, I don't know.
England.
England.
It's a British show.
It
It
does.
it doesn't
It
feel like
does seem British.
it, huh?
It does seem a little British,
Does
although nobody's doing an accent.
so so that's the thing. They have a British cast for the British version, but when they brought it to the US, they recast it.
Whoa.
Yeah,
That's so interesting.
I know. It, it doesn't feel British. There's no like dry wit.
Right. I mean, there's a little bit of that from Egbert and Leo, maybe.
Egbert. Oh yeah. But in fact, I learned about them. That one of them I forgot who voiced Egbert, but Leo it is voiced by Darren Norris, who played Cosmo and the dad in Fairly Odd Parents, and Gordy in That's Declassified, who has like so I met him a couple months back, and he has this extraordinary memory. He remembers everything, and if I had known that he was in Oswald, I would have asked him something about it. Like,
That's amazing.
I know. I wish he was going to the con that I'm going to tomorrow. By the way, I'm going to a con in Philadelphia on May 30th, if you guys want to see and meet up with me. Um. Oh, well, and I'll announce something really fun that I forgot to announce at the top. I will announce that at the end. Yeah, but he plays Leo, and it's like once you once you know that, it's like, oh, obviously that's Darren Norris. Obviously that's Cosmo with the British accent. So it's
Right.
like, but if you don't know that, it's like, who is this?
Yeah.
So in 2003, the show ended without much fanfare. I guess they just really just were was done. They were done with Oswald. It ran in syndication, I think, up until like 20, up until I want to say like 2013, and then now it's on Noggin streaming. Noggin is a streaming platform now, and I
Right.
that so freaking much.
I also saw it's on Paramount Plus for streaming.
We do not support Paramount Plus,
No.
so Noggin streaming it is. If you want some nostalgia memories or have a child and you don't want them to watch, I don't know what are the kids watching besides I think Coco Melon is like the Coco Melon days are over, but
What's the Blippy?
Blip. Ooh, yeah, I heard about Blibby.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't want your kids to watch Blibby or watch Gabby's Dollhouse, I think it's called, another hyperactive show, sit them down in front of Noggin streaming and let them watch that. Let them watch Oswald. And that is the end of my history that I have for it. So, bestie, brother,
Yes.
what, how has, sorry, my cat is chewing on something. Um, what about Oswald has just gained this like pop culture renaissance? It's okay. I hesitate to call it a renaissance because it's not actually as big as I think it is, but like it's getting traction. So
It is.
what's behind it? What's the pop culture part?
I feel like there's been a resurgence of Oswald through TikTok and Instagram reels. You sent me that one reel where it was like sometimes as an adult you just need to like wind down and watch Oswald.
Mhm.
Um, and I'll see. I've now come across like on my FYP, my For You page on TikTok, of like of just like full Oswald episodes with like text about it that's like sit down and chill and watch an Oswald episode for a little break. And I'll like actually sit and watch it like like okay. Um and I do think it's because audiences are seeking relief from hyper stimulating media. And also, I feel like people's, what is it called? They're like, their attention spans for media are really small. Like, they only want to watch something that's like 20 minutes or less. Um, and stuff with that's just like no distractions. And like, they'll watch something, and if they're like bored of it, they'll move on to something else really quick to like feed off of that low that low
Stimulation.
stimulation attention span. Um, Also, I found what I found interesting is the inclusion of all this jazz music in Oswald.
Yeah.
Like, there's only ever like that genre of music in the whole show, which, and I was like researching like why jazz, and it's like backed by science that it's very like calming and is known to reduce anxiety and promotes calmness and relaxation, which I again found interesting
Yeah.
because there's like the intro itself is just like calm jazz music,
Yeah.
and then Oswald with the like title card.
It's very it's more piano than like saxophone.
Right.
More people attribute to jazz. I think people I would I have seen it that that people equate like piano to classical and like clarinet and saxophone to and bass to jazz. That's like interesting how most of it is this more like piano, this like soft, soft piano jazzy type of thing.
Yeah. Um, I also found um, that fans love um, Oswald's patience and whimsical hobbies, like the piano and drinking tea, as a major influence on their own gentle disposition from watching Oswald, which we kind of discussed earlier
Yeah,
from us and how it influenced us watching it.
yeah.
um, and to go back on my middle school days, um, it was I was kind of out of the age of like watching Oswald because you're like a teenager in middle school, a preteen, if you will. Um, but I think looking back, I was just seeking that again nostalgia, like the podcast name. Um, I was seeking that nostalgia of just a simpler time when I was in like pre-K elementary school, and my homework was just paint by numbers and like simple math equations, and recess was a thing, and I had like all these friends, and it was great. I was starting school, it was great, stepping stone in everyone's life. And then I get to middle school, and it's the worst 3 years of my life. um, which obviously is, I'm better after that, but it was still not a great time for me. Um, and I really just was seeking Oswald for its comfort, its calmness, its anxiety reducing media that really cured that
Yeah.
for me.
Hmm. Like, damn it! I want to hug you again. Because like no, I can like feel. I think again, I think thanks to Oswald, I can feel just like how much the show like affected you, and I'm just like,
Yeah,
I wanna. I wish you didn't have. I wish that you didn't have to have gone through that in order for the show to affect you. But also like this thing became more like a comforting thing of like I I can breathe, I can relax.
yeah. Like I used to watch it like when they showed it in like the morning before I went to school.
Yeah.
I'd watch it, and then maybe watch it like before bed if I was still anxious before school in the morning. So yeah, did I have anything else for culture? Um, oh, I have this for a note, unculture related. We can cut this if we want, but I read theories about Henry being autistic. I don't know if we're the right people for that
We're not.
because neither of us are on the spectrum.
No.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
We'll make a note about that. So if you guys are on the if any of you are on the autism spectrum and you feel some like correlation with Henry, let us know. Email us because we actually would love to know if that is like a thing. Because like I never thought about that until you said. I was like, okay, I can see correlations, but like I'm not autistic. I only know a few people who do have autism, but I like to think that I'm an ally, but I don't have that experience to say. Not I don't think either of us have neither of us have the experience to really take that consideration.
Right. But that was just a note I had if we wanted to talk about it. But
Yeah.
um, oh, and then something, a fun fact I learned in my research is um, the author Suzanne Collins, who wrote The Hunger Games, also wrote a couple episodes for Oswald.
What?
Yeah, like she's in the like opening credits for like the title of episodes.
Oh, I saw that. I saw that. And I was
Yeah,
like, huh, that name sounds familiar.
yeah, yeah. I found that so interesting. I was like, wait a minute, why do I know that name?
Yeah, I was just like, that name sounds familiar. It's like, it's kind of like growing up and seeing the Steven Spielberg title over over Animaniacs, and then you're like, I know that name. Why do I know that name? And then you get older and it's like, wait a minute, the guy who did Jurassic Park and Schindler's List and Saving Private Ryan did several kid shows. Wait a minute, and won Emmys for them. It's kind of like that. It's just like, wait,
Yeah,
Susan Collins did what?
I don't know if it was the same time as her writing Hunger Games
Mm,
as while she was doing those.
I don't think so. I think see how the first Hunger Games came out in 2010,
Oh, that's right.
2010, 2011. Yeah,
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 this was before Hunger Games.
yeah.
She
I mean,
was just trying to make money, probably.
just trying to survive, trying to
Maybe.
make her her writing could happen because a lot of authors do actually end up doing TV writing, whether that's for starting out or afterwards, because book sales dry up. Um, yeah, but that's so interesting. I was just like, that name sounds familiar. Suzanne Collins.
Yeah.
I know that Susan Collins. I know that name.
And another like just fun thing, just because I was trying to Google like different theories about Oswald, and I it's hard to find. There's like nothing about this show really. Like
Yeah.
I've been struggling to find research for this. I was trying to find like if Egbert and Leo were gay.
The,
Then I remembered they're brothers.
the brothers. Yeah, that's right. It's just like I think they're brothers.
No.
Yeah, that's
And then
no,
I was like, let's forget about that theory.
no, but I could totally
I
see
could
that
see them.
though.
I
If
could see like the both of them being gay, but not like together.
they're,
Just they're
that's
brothers, but
yeah.
they're doing their own thing.
They're Terry with an I and Terry with a Y.
Yes, very that.
Terry with a Y. I'm Terry with a Y. Yeah, and it's I just I cannot understate the fact overstate understate cannot overstate. That sounds more correct. I can't state enough that this show I feel like oh sorry with the just the more that our generation the older Gen Zs the more that we have babies which seems to be on like a downward scale because of the way that the world is right now but the more that um Gen Z have kids the more that I think early 2000s nostalgia will be propped up because just the world that their kids are inheriting is just not a kid safe world and
Yeah,
I feel like our generation was like the last one to actually have like kid centric things like they were dying out but we were the last ones like we had Libby Lou we had a Chuck E. Cheese we had a Nickelodeon magazine we had a Nickelodeon park at one point. I think it's still around in
think so.
in Universal. I think it's still around.
Maybe.
The Cartoon Network Hotel closed recently, but I think Nickelodeon Land is still around.
I think so.
Um, I just feel like the more that the population grows, the more that internet conscious Gen Zers will be like, hey, whatever generation the generation after Alpha is, let's not watch rebooted Caillou, and let's watch. We're gonna talk about Caillou in a much later episode. Um, let's not watch rebooted Caillou. Let's not watch like the Bernstein Bears, or let's watch Curious George, like things like that. Let's watch. Let's watch Oswald. More things to like stimulate the mind of more just growing the mind more than just catching its attention. Yeah.
Exactly. I feel like the closest thing to Chuck E. Cheese today is like a Dave and Buster's, which I think is more adult centric now.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It always was.
It it was, yeah, pretty much. And then there would just sometimes be children.
Yeah, but they're all because Chuck E. Cheese is gone. There's only
Right.
like
There's
three.
nowhere for them to go.
Yeah, yeah. There no there's not really any like roller skate rinks now.
Yeah, malls are dying,
Also dying. Yeah,
unfortunately.
but in the topic of just I guess this could be its own segment for this episode. Or we can go into it. I'm not sure. Actually, I do want to go into it if I can befriend a child psychologist. um, but just this thought of like Oswald was just in a lineup of just low stimulant shows. Like we had Oswald, we had Franklin, we had Curious George, and I just like I don't know. I just the topic is just like so near and dear to me, and I don't really know why.
Yeah.
It's just I just want to it's I think it's more than just I want kids today to share my childhood to see what we had. It's more than that, but it's also like I don't know what it is. Would
Yeah.
you share the same sentiments?
Yeah, it is tough to put to words. I think just like we want like our future kids to like know what being a kid was like to what it is to them now.
Yeah.
Like it was so much more like I think fun and very like I like it feels very like it felt kid centric back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
And now it kind of like kid stuff kind of collides with like TikTok and YouTube and like there isn't like just a place for kids to be kids.
Yeah, and even with the internet age, we had kid centric stuff on the internet.
Yeah.
We had Disney Channel.com. We had Nickelodeon. Every TV channel had its own website that had games that we could play. And I'm not sure if the boys' demographic ever played these games, but us girls, we had Barbie.com. We had Girls Go Games, which was like this like collection of just different games from like across the world. Of like you could ended up accidentally playing a Japanese cooking game, even though everything is in Japanese and you can't read shit. You're still playing it because it's fun. Like it's
Yeah.
it's I kids don't have that anymore, and I wish that there. I saw this not TikTok. I'm not on TikTok. I saw this Instagram reel of this parent, this mom buying a very old um uh desktop, and she also bought I had these as a kid. This like first grader DVD-ROM kindergarten games, and
Oh,
she has some other things as well, and she programmed it so that her kids could play it. So then they don't feel the need to have a social media account. And I'm just like, this needs to be more of a thing.
yeah.
Like kids now have like Minecraft and like Pop Tropica is still a thing, and
Mm-hmm. Roblox.
Roblox. Yeah, I think Roblox was a bit too. I no, I either missed the boat on Roblox and Minecraft, or that came when we were like teens. 'Cause I don't
I,
remember.
I feel like it was us approaching teens that it became a thing.
Okay.
And we were just like, not for us.
Yeah, not no. Like if I have, oh my gosh, this is going to turn into like a whole like, hey, remember early 2000s games? But just like we had the Millsberry game website where it's like do you remember this?
No.
Millsberry? Oh, great. So General Mills had its own website where it's basically like big city, but but cereal mascot themed. So like you created your own avatar, and then you go over to the Tricks buddy's house, or you go over to Tony the Tiger's sports arena, or you go over to Lucky the Leprechaun's arcade, and like you just play games all day. And I'll send you pictures because it's unfortunately no longer around. And
Right.
petitions after petitions after petitions to get General Mills to bring this thing back. And
Ugh,
they are not responding. They haven't been responding for quite literally a decade. But
ugh,
it's like kids don't have that anymore. They don't have this
right,
thing of just like having their own space at home, and I wish that they did.
right. I do too. I
So,
really do.
huh?
I really do.
Yeah. And
I
go ahead. Go ahead.
I just I just think I think kids need to be kids again, which sounds so like grandma of me to say,
Rumor review.
but
But but no, there's this. Okay, I'm going to stop talking. You talk.
oh, me talk. Yeah, I feel like they just need their own space to be kids, and it's getting taken over by other age groups, and it's leading them to a different path than what they could be going to.
Yeah.
Not to get into it, but
Yeah, it's no, it is. I'm going to start talking again, but it's no, just like it's just this topic just really this topic in itself kind of just inspired this podcast. To be really honest with you,
yeah,
because like I felt like I needed another vehicle to talk about this because just older Gen Z barking at the sky about how no kid has nostalgia for anything anymore just wouldn't be that's a blog post that no one will read. Like that's like I need a different vehicle, and so to like look back on Oswald through eyes now and really seeing how much it freaking holds up.
it does.
That's amazing.
It's incredible. I found myself like laughing at it as an adult, which is so fun.
Right. And and it's one of those shows where even though my sister said it's the most boring show on earth, it's like no, when you actually like don't turn off your brain, but like de-age it a little. It's like you
Yeah,
become a kid again. It's just
right.
my favorite internet creator Doug Walker of Nostalgia Critic. He, he says when he likes something so much he wants to punch it. It's just like that's how I feel. It's like this show is just so good I want to punch it. It's like
But yeah, like just just having that like passion of like liking something so much. I really understand that.
yeah, and I feel like no kid has. I don't know what the kids have that for now.
Yeah, I don't know what they have that for.
Like maybe it's just maybe it's just because we're out of the age group, and my nieces are just on the cusp of both lower Gen Z and Gen Alpha, where they're like they were born 2007, but they were the way that I can describe is like we were noggin kids. They were Nick Jr. kids.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like that's how I can like describe it. And it's just like it's just there's just something about they have memories that I don't possess, but also we have shared memories because we're so kind of close in age. We're only 8 years apart, but we have that like shared memory of oh, I watched Fresh Beat Band with my nieces, and I actually liked it as a 9 year old, as a 10 year old, and they have memories of us all watching us Mrs. Sunny Patch, Mrs. Spider Sunny Patch and Friends, something like that. And you know that's a show that I was up obsessed with when they were newborns. It's
Yeah.
just, kids just don't have that anymore.
And then for me, I have a sister who's like just a year older than me, so we both watched like the same thing. Like we both watched Oswald. We will still quote the "I want two marshmallows, more, no less."
I forgot about that. No, I because that was one of the, I don't want to say vocal stem. That sounds degrading of that phrase. But
Yeah.
that's just one of those like repeated phrases from the Oswald cooking game.
hmm Or another one, if we were like out and about together, we would like turn to each other and go, "Oh my gosh," like in Oswald's voice.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh. And but yeah, we were both close. We're both still close in age. Hello, we're both still close in age, so we grew up watching all the same stuff as children, which was super fun.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. If yeah, anyway, yes, obviously we have to ask this obvious question: should this have a reboot?
I feel like yes, but in the sense of having like more low stimulus shows for children, I think
Hmm.
I don't think it will be the same as what it was, but just to bring back how low stimulus and very like calming Oswald was of a show.
Yeah, I the the phrase yes with the if, no with the but. It's like I want it, but if they can get the vibes together where it's not, it's what they don't change the stimuli, but also they don't change the fact that it's about, each episode is always going to be about something. It's not just it's not just animation fodder for the eyes. It's
Yeah.
actually teaching you something in a way that you actually don't expect it to.
hmm
Yeah, and and that's the bell. That's the whistle. That's the bell. That's the bell. Tell us to wrap up.
I need to fish my
Oh
octopus
God,
out of here.
yes. Mr. Oswald sounds like a phrase that should not ever be uttered.
Let me let me fish my Oswald out of here. Let me fish my gummy. That sounds worse. For
I
our
think it should be
viewers,
21 plus. I think it's just, oh, he's so cute.
right? This is the only gummy I could find that was an octopus.
Mm,
It's like a sour trolley.
mm,
I
mhm.
don't know.
It's like a mesh between Oswald and Squidward.
Yes, it's very that.
It's so cute. Hi, Oswald.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Weenie.
What's the other phrase he says? It's like um
Oh,
besides, oh my gosh,
besides, oh my gosh.
yeah, the other one.
Oh,
I can't think of it. It's gonna bother me.
I know Henry says, what is it? The Great Scott.
It's not. That's what I was thinking of. Which when I heard it, I immediately thought of I'm back to the future,
Yes.
and I was like, how did they get away with that? And I'm like,
Right.
the phrase I don't think that they trademarked it. I think they can use it.
Yeah, that's public domain. Great Scott.
That's public domain.
Right, because they also used that in Rocky Horror, that phrase.
They do.
So that is totally public domain.
You can't trademark specific phrases like that. And that is a lesson for this episode. Oh my gosh, no, we love this show.
It's so calming and comforting,
Such a good show.
and I love watching it as an adult now, like I did as a middle schooler and then a preschooler.
Now I just want to go back to Little Bear to see how much that holds up because I feel like
Yeah.
I fear it just might be actually foreign. I'm so afraid of that. I'm so afraid of it. Thank you guys for joining us, and if you guys are in the Philadelphia area, July 18th, we will be at the Bop to the Top tour at the Franklin Music Hall. We're not special guests or anything. We're not that big, but we'll just be attending, trying to get other people to listen to our podcast while we're there. Hopefully, we're just going to be having fun, having some
Yeah,
project fun. He'll be drinking. I will not be because I don't drink.
right.
They
I'll be
like,
having the fun cocktails that they have, themed
and,
cocktails.
not totally drink a lot because you'll still be driving. I think. I think.
I'm trying to get an Uber or Lyft, but I still don't want to drink too much
Yeah. Yeah.
because
So
I just don't like driving in the city.
that's fair. That's so fair. That's yeah. So we'll be there. We'll be having so much fun. I'm hoping that like at least Money Coleman will be there. We don't know who's going to be there. We don't know.
I
I guess, but
I like Lucas Gabriel.
I hope so. I met him. Brie and I met him. He's so sweet.
What?
Well, I'll talk to you about that later. I'll talk to you
God,
about this
please.
after. He's so sweet. I hope he's there. Oh my gosh, to meet him again. He'll probably not remember me at all, but he'll be great. It would be great. Yeah, we'll be there. We'll be at the Bop to the Top tour at the Franklin Music Hall in Philadelphia on July 18th. We hope to see you there if you're there. If you guys have any questions, if you want to respond to any of our questions that we asked today, share your memories of Oswald, or have thoughts on the theory that Henry might be autistic. Does Oswald have like ADHD? I wonder that.
Is he a hoarder?
Is he a hoarder? Is he a hoarder? Yes. Is he? Oh yes. And just tell us all about your Oswald memories, your Y2K memories, your childhood memories. Do you remember any of the games that we mentioned today? Just let us know. And thank you so much for joining us. And we'll see you next time. Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.